What's going on? This is your favorite speaker, Britton Harvest. Hashtag breadcrumbs. Hashtag random acts of kindness, RAK. I'm here to talk about my t-shirt. My t-shirt says Aerotech. Aerotech is a temp service here in Montgomery, Alabama. Aerotech is the agency I went through when I worked at the Hyundai plant here in Montgomery. Back in 07, 06 was when I was employed there. They got me on at Hyundai. I saw how everybody else that was working at Hyundai, but not through the temp service, but actually working at or for Hyundai, I saw how they had benefits. I saw how they were getting paid more than we were. I didn't like it. So I set a goal for myself. I'm going to be like them. I'm going to get hired on full-time at Hyundai, and when I do, I'm going to be able to tell myself, Mama, I made it. Because my mama thought that if I were to get hired on at Hyundai, I would be a success story. I didn't get hired on. In 07 and 08, life decided to move on me. And I'm sure life moved on a lot of you all. Back in 07 and 08, that's when the economy crashed. And when the economy crashed, I was left without a job. But not only was I left without a job, my roommate, who worked for the temp service as well, he was left without a job also. So we were sitting at the house. I remember it like it was yesterday. We were sitting at the house trying to figure out where our next meal is going to come from. We were sitting at the house trying to figure out how we were going to pay our bills. Eating ramen noodles. Taking cold showers. I remember it just like it was yesterday. Those cold showers that I had to take, I had to pretend that they were warm showers or hot showers. I had to pretend that the water did not sting. I had to pretend that it was not in the wintertime and the house was freezing cold. But it taught me a valuable lesson. Life moved on me, ladies and gentlemen. And when life decided to move on me, life caught me sliding down an old mountain. And I said to myself, when I was taking those cold showers, I was lathering up as if the water was hot, but it wasn't hot. I was lathering up as if it felt good, but it didn't feel good. But I embraced it anyway, because I said to myself, I'm going to look at the glass as half full instead of half empty. I'm going to continue to be optimistic. I'm going to still walk around with a smile on my face and not let people know that I'm taking cold showers. I knew life was teaching me a lesson. I knew when life moved on me, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. And because I wasn't ready, that's why I went through what I went through. But I said to myself, I'm going to learn from this. I'm going to grow from this while going through this. I knew this because I knew I was so much better. I was not going to let my circumstances define me. A lot of you are going through things and y'all are letting y'all circumstances define you. Don't nobody want to hear your pity party. Don't nobody want to hear your sob story. For what? A lot of people are going through things out there. You're not the only one. You know how many people out there are going through the same things or similar circumstances that you're going through, and you want somebody to sit up there and feel sorry for you? They might not have it as good as you got it. And if they don't have it as good as you got it, what makes your story so much better than theirs? I wasn't going to complain. I wasn't going to sit up there and throw a pity party. I said to myself, I'm going to learn the lessons that I need to learn so that I can grow through this. I had to grow. I wasn't mature enough. I wasn't ready. Now when life decides to move on me, it won't find me sliding down an old mountain. Life will find me climbing a new one. I like climbing mountains. I like challenging myself. That's why I read whenever I get home. That's why I'm pushing myself to become a better person. Life will not catch me like that again. I learned from it. You gotta grow. You gotta push yourself. The problem with most people in life is not that they aim too high and miss. The problem with most people is because they aim too low and they hit. I was aiming too low and I hit. I got a job as a temp service. I hit. I thought I was gonna get employed full time at Hyundai. I was ready to hit. Mama was ready to say, hey, my boy done made it. But I didn't set the bar high enough, ladies and gentlemen, because I wasn't stretching. I was so much more than that. Not saying that anything is wrong with working at a temp service or anything is wrong with working at Hyundai, but I was so much more than that, and life knew it. So life had to take me through it in order for me to grow. But I can tell you this, I'm a better person because of it. I can tell you this, I don't have any hard ill will towards Aerotech. I can tell you this, I'm not mad at Hyundai. Why would I be mad at them? They made me. 07 and 08 when the economy crashed, that made me. So why would I be mad? I embraced it. I knew I was going to be so much more than that. I knew that there was another plan out there for me. But what it is that I also knew, I was not going to be a puppet for the rest of my life. I want and will be a puppet master. A lot of you are okay with being puppets. Nothing is fun about being a puppet. Nothing is fun about somebody pulling your strings. Nothing is fun about when somebody can tell you when to go on break, when you should come back, when you should go on vacation, when you should come back, when you should report to work, when you should not leave, when you should go check on your kids. You got to get permission to do this, permission to do that. No fun. There is no fun in being a puppet. Nobody likes to get their strings pulled. But I can tell you what is fun. I can tell you what is enjoyable. Being able to leave when you want to. Being able to go and come in when you want to. Being able to take a vacation when you want to. Being able to gather up your family and go across seas if you want to. Being a puppet master is fun. It's fun because you control your own destiny. Nobody's able to push your buttons. Nobody's able to tell you what you should and shouldn't do. You control your own destiny. And by controlling your own destiny, the world is at your disposal. Quit being a puppet. Your goal should be a puppet master. Your goal is for life to find you climbing up new mountains instead of sliding down old ones. Your goal is to set a goal so high to where in order to reach it, you got to grow into that person. You got to push yourself. And sometimes it's going to take you having a trainer. Sometimes it's going to take for you to have a coach. Sometimes it's going to take for you to have a mentor. That's why I do these videos. I do these videos because I know you have told yourself a story. And I know the story that you're telling yourself is the reason why you're doing the things that you're doing. My job is to distract you from your story. My job is to give you hope. My job is to give you faith and to reassure you that you can do whatever it is you want to do. But you can't do that unless you listen to my videos. You can't do that unless you let me be your coach. You can't do that unless I am your mentor. Because life is going to move on you. And whether you're ready or not, depends on whether or not you got a coach, whether you got a trainer, whether you got a mentor. Use these videos to be your coach. Use these videos to be your trainer. Use these videos to mentor you. So you will not get caught sliding down old mountains. Instead, you'll find yourself climbing new ones. I am your favorite speaker, Britton Harvest. Hashtag breadcrumbs. Hashtag random acts of kindness, RAK. Positivity and love is all I'm about. I'm out.